Yo, bro, if you're like me, who grew up to like just hate the education system, never liked it, or never was able to get the high grades, or you just couldn't sort of focus, you couldn't find your ways, or you were always like clueless as to what you want to become and stuff. Bro, I was in that same position myself, and if you know my story or if you've watched my older videos, you'll know that I failed university like my last year as well. I was one exam away from obviously passing the year, but I failed the year. um I was in a state where I wasn't happiest with myself. You feel disappointed within yourself, you feel like you disappointed your family, and I said to myself, you know what, man, it's time to make a change. um I can't just sit around doing nothing. And someone like myself, I do like problem solving, and I told myself, you know what, I'm gonna solve this problem myself. I'm gonna stop following all the older people in my life. Like, look, I've got respect for them, but there's certainly something that they're doing wrong, and I can't follow their advice basically, and I need to find my own answers. So I started reading books, listening to podcasts, trying to connect with the right people. And the best thing I've done is investing in like courses or like any sort of education, books, anything. And literally today I bought something for £25. It's like a project file, and it's just for me to just get understanding of how a video is packaged. And if I understand that, that can definitely help me in later on. And throughout my whole like life, people have always told me like, oh no, don't buy other people's courses, it's a scam and this and that. But I never listened to them, because I was like, a course is not a scam, or a product is not a scam unless they don't provide you the value that you was expecting. It's on The only time is a scam, or whatever you want to call it, is when you don't act upon that course, or whatever is advised on that course, you don't seem to follow it basically. And I remember, who was it? Alex Becker, I think, yeah. Alex Becker was saying, it's never the course that's the issue, it's the person that's doing the course. So if you're lazy, if you're I don't know, if you've got screen time maybe of 8-9 hours a day, um if your mindset is shit, if you're watching porn, if you're like on social media like constantly, if you're eating junk food, like you're unhealthy, how do you expect yourself to do well in a business? Your business reflects on the person that you are. If you're disciplined and you're organized and and you have all these good traits, your business will also have those traits as well. So yeah, it's never the course, is usually the person that's doing the course. So yeah, the point of me making this video was that yes, we can hate on the education system, like it may have not given us what we wanted, but don't stop learning. I think learning and education is very important, man. And like, the book that I'm talking about that changed my life was the Millionaire Fastlane book by MJ DeMarco. And that book genuinely just changed my perspective on money and whatnot. And if you read that book and you make financial mistakes or decisions, you will feel shit about yourself, because you'll be like, I read this book and I'm still not taking it in. And I was very close to making a mistake very not too long ago. I was ready to buy like a car that was way out of my budget, and I'm so glad I didn't, and I bought something way cheaper, because it shows that I read that book and I'm acting upon it. A lot of people read books but they don't act upon it. So if you're investing in like your own personal self-education, make sure you act upon it. If you bought a course, try and take something from it. And people always say, oh, that's such a waste of money or whatever, but it's like, if you spend like, let's say, a grand on all the courses, books, everything now, bro, in 4 or 5 years, if you're multiplying that money, that grand means nothing to you. The way I see it is, I remember doing like my driving, trying to get my driving license. And when I passed my driving license, I didn't care how much money I spent on my driving like lessons and tests. I had to take four tests to pass. So you can imagine how much I must have obviously like spent on the lessons and the like tests. Probably spent almost like 800, 900, maybe even a grand on just like driving. But when I passed, I never looked back. Same thing with this. I feel like when you get to a certain stage, if you're making good enough money, you'll never look back at, oh, that I remember when I spent that 1 grand. But it's like it just fast forwarded your learning. So yeah, I just bought something new. I just thought I'll share that with you guys. Yeah, man. Invest in yourself, bro, is worth it, man, in the end. So yeah, if there's something that you want to go and buy and you're hesitating, don't hesitate, bro. You don't want to regret later. You're better off just buying it now. And look, man, money comes and goes, and especially if you're on a journey where you're trying to make money, we shouldn't be scared of losing money because we don't really have anything under our name anyways at the moment. Yeah, if you had like £1 million, understandable, you lost £1 million, that's a big deal. But losing a bit of money here and there is not a big deal unless obviously it's gonna affect you like mentally or it's gonna affect your family, whatever. Fair enough. But yeah, if you're still young, invest in your education, man.